everyone, my name is Zoe Hawk and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. So, before we do any other quests, I want to talk to everybody, see how they feel.
So Fiona and her malcontents are finally under proper authority. That's an excellent beginning, my dear. We will have to discuss how to administrate this new asset. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Keep them hidden, good idea. We can control the mages. Keep them hidden.
Train our people, but keep it a secret. Let the mages think they're not being watched.
I like the way you think, darling. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
That's what I thought. I'm not as confident in them. Do you pose a risk? You don't trust mages. Do you pose a risk? You're a mage too.
When you say mages are a danger, are you counting yourself?
Of course I am, my dear. Every mage who joins the cause is taking a calculated risk, whether they know it or not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Templars aren't the solution, I agree with you. Tevinter doesn't think so. Dalish don't have Templars. That's just Chantry rhetoric. I think Templars are sort of the solution. There needs to be a force that fights against a mage if they turn evil, right? So just like what happened in Kirkwall in the second game when your mother dies and you go after the mage that killed her. Like, that shouldn't be allowed to happen. So there needs to be something that fights against them, mages. But I don't think they need to be like constantly watched. Tevinter doesn't think so. I agree with you. Templars aren't the solution. I'm just gonna spit some facts at her. Dalish don't have Templars.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
They're sent to other clans. At least they die free. Say what you mean. They're sent to other clans.
If a clan can't raise the mage, they're sent to another that's in need of a first or second.
And if there are no clans in need of a new apprentice? For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
We need the circles back. We need mages in the Chantry. Mages should be free. Well, we need the circle back. Someplace where they can train in peace and hone their skills and powers. I'm not sure what mages in the Chantry will do. And I don't think mages should be like... They should be free, but not free like they were. Maybe we need mages in the Chantry?
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
Okay. That went okay.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than I anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
It's been this way for years. The Chantry's incompetent. It's needed more than ever. It's actually been this way for years, hasn't it?
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
And Rastis chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I can see the importance. You make it sound easy and the start of many fights. You make it sound easy.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk?
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
You sound too good to be true. That's an ambitious notion. That's a tall order. That's not our job. I'm just gonna compliment her.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Orlesian politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I don't claim to be holy. How will you? That's private. I don't know that Andraste chose me. How will you exactly?
Will my answer change your reply to the chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't claim to be holy.
I'd tell the chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Okay. Let's see if she has anything else to say.
Good day to you.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
How are our guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Lady Drummond promised a visit. She has useful resources if we can get her to set aside her games.
What are her politics?
Oh, no, I meant actual games. Chess, cards, dice, little boards with carved idols from the winter. She made me play that with her for 8 hours once. Steer her towards cards, if she insists on a match.
Okay. Oh, I think we have some research things. What is this? Children, I already
That will help.
didn't read it, but already picked it up. Okay, should we talk to Vivian and Josephine? Let's see if Varric has anything. Actually, it's easier going this way. Let's see if Solus or Dorian have anything to say. We just got Dorian, so...
Put a leash on the rebel mages, I see. Interesting how they seem to like the idea. As if it's a relief to be penned in again.
You disagree? Life as a rebel is hard. It had to be done. It had to be done.
There was no other choice.
Oh, I'm not arguing. Just pointing out the ridiculously obvious. It all depends on what you do with these mages later. No guarantee you'll throw them back into circles again, I suppose. I mean, unless you're as thick as you seem. Which would be sad, really.
Tell me about yourself.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
It's obvious to me.
I'm well aware of your finer qualities. Believe me.
Of course you are. You're a discerning and intelligent woman, after all. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Your family's angry with you?
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
So, you're from Tevinter, but you don't like Tevinter.
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Canary can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
But why do you care?
It just seems so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care deeply about everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
That's enough for now. Why not go back? Careful breeding, you said?
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Why not go back?
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree. But that's why we kill them.
Well, okay, that's enough for now.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Later, Dorian. Later.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Okay. Let's, talk to Solus.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian is certain. What would be the point? No. Dorian is certain.
Dorian was sure, impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
It doesn't matter. Not amazing, terrifying. I saw you there. Did I? No, I didn't. Did I? Thanks for the conversation.
Most people have trouble wrapping their heads around the idea.
I'm not most people.
I appreciate you talking with me about it. And not being most people.
If you wish me to speak of Elysian fashion, I may be at a loss. Magical surprises I can handle. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Thanks for the warning, Solus. Okay, let's go see what Sarah says. What does this say? The Singing Maiden. Not gonna read that.
You see that new elf who joined
Well, that's
up?
mages all over.
Sarah?
So many rogues, I bet all of Ferelden lost their
Should put your eye out.
Oh,
I didn't
just
mean
the other
anything
side of
by it.
Haven.
It's good to
Just
see
a
us all coming together to serve the Maker.
Never thought the Inquisition would be recruiting thieves to its ranks.
Okay, can everybody else shut up? They are here to help us. They're what we need. You don't like mages? They're what we need.
You expected something else? We needed this.
We needed? No, pretty sure that question was never passed my way. You know it too, that's why you're shoving them up towers after. That's good, right?
Tell me about your background, tell me about your friends, carry on, and investigate. Opinions on our allies, maybe?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
My advisors.
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana's pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
Okay, that's enough
We'll
for
talk
now.
later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Yeah. Liliana's up there. I guess we'll talk to her after Varric.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Don't worry, let's keep hoping. We need to eliminate it. We need to eliminate it.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Anything but celebrate, have a party, catch my breath, plan for what's next. Catch my breath.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Yep. Okay, Liliana, come on.
Master Harry said that without more ore, he won't be able to get blades for the recruits.
Tell Master Harry that ore doesn't grow on trees.
There she is. Okay.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
I watched you die for me.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble. That life was a lot worse. I don't care. I just care that it worked. That life was a lot worse.
You were condemned to a lightless dungeon. Not much of a life to sacrifice.
And I would do it again.
Well then, carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Oh, we can do that one mission now. Let's get that out of the way so we don't have it here. Awesome. Okay.
That'll help.
We also need to check out all the stuff that we got, but I really want to talk to the rest of the people first. I wish it wasn't so loud over here, so I could hear him better.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Give the mages a chance. Disappointed with our allies, it will be. Give the mages a chance.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks. The mages submitted to our authority. Their safety and our followers is my responsibility. I take it seriously. I recommend caution, that's all.
Why did the Templars leave?
Why would Templars break away from the Chantry?
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts. Not to the extent they should.
What changed?
The Templars have served the Chantry for ages.
And in that time, they've come to take the Order's services for granted. Templars risk their lives against blood magic, demons, abominations, to feel as if those efforts are dismissed. I may disagree with the Order's actions, but I'm here as proof of that. But I sympathize with their frustrations.
I guess that's all.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Honestly, I was kind of hoping that we'd get a little more flirting chance with him, but I guess not. Cassandra?
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We've been split up, regardless of our colleges, forced into quarters so small that...
This is not the Circle. You have been conscripted into the Inquisition, like any soldier.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
Is there a problem? That's the truth. Arguing just makes them worse. That's the truth.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are too accustomed to running or being kept prisoner. It's not easy for them. It's your doing, after all. You're the one who conscripted them.
I hope it will work out. I did my best. You're blaming me. I hope it will work out.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh, I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Flatterer.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Okay, let's, there was supposed to be a logging camp somewhere over here.
We cannot stay here. Why not?
But I can't find it. Like, it was supposed to be super close. Maybe they took it out, though. I don't know. Okay. Let's... Is there anything we want to finish up before we start the next thing? Let's go to the war room and... Wait, before we do that, let me do some inventory management and then I'll be back. Oh, I forgot. We didn't talk to Ironbow. Let's see.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
I'll protect you.
If you're worried about magic, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Okay, I just went through all of my inventory, so I know what I'm selling. I haven't gone through the modification. I haven't gone through to modify the armor or the weapons yet, so let me do that real quick and then I'll be back. Oh, I also forgot Blackwall. Let's talk to him.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. The mages are dangerous. There's no way around it. You chose for the good of us all. I can respect that. Something on your mind?
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Okay, so we talked to everyone. I did my inventory. I think let's go to the war table and then see what happens there. That's the next part of the quest, so I'm not sure if there's going to be a cutscene or not. But yeah, let's do that.
Make her watch over you.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gifts and
We got a perk as well. Awesome. Let's do deft hands and fine tools. Where have all the agents we've been getting? Okay, so smuggler Tanner is this. Awesome. So we didn't really need to do enhanced studies or arcane knowledge, really. But I want to do underworld knowledge soon. Ooh, we got 3 here as well. Let's see, connections. 3 here as well. Awesome. And only 1 here. That's fine. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I'd like to get more space in our inventory and all that, but I do want underworld knowledge next, and possibly nobility knowledge would be awesome as well. History too. I want all the knowledges. Anyways, let's see what we have to do. So we got 101 coins from Liliana. Inquisitor, I have no idea what to say. Scholars have debated whether Thedas' legendary axe was an axe set with crystal, an axe with a magically reinforced crystalline head, or perhaps even just a very polished axe. But apparently, the word translated from the ancient language commonly taken to be axe, in fact merely means hafted weapon. It is possible that translations of the saga have been edited to omit evidence that Thedas Brightaxe may have been using what seems from all appearances to be a staff, as would more commonly be used by a mage. I apologize for my confusion in this matter. I will endeavor to be more diligent in my translations in the future. Yours, sister, whatever her name is. Thedas staff. Wonder what that does. Improve stability. An ally from Storkhaven. Answer a request from Hasmo. What's Hasmo? Okay, and then we have Truth or Dare, Lake Celestine. Utilize the Grey Warden Treaties, and Grand Cleric Iona. Let's read this. While the Chantry is obstinately the Inquisition's ally, a cleric has risen as the leader of those who oppose it. Grand Cleric Iona of Cumberland has quietly gathered them around her, giving her an early lead in the race to become the next divine. Should she succeed, this could mean a resumption of widespread opposition to the Inquisition, as well as danger to the Herald of Andraste. Okay. Josephine. She has rivals. We should pick one and give that cleric whatever ammunition we can muster against Grand Cleric Iona. Grand Cleric Iona has no secrets, but she is dangerous. She has hooked her wagon to this issue alone. We cannot let it take her to the Sunburst throne. She must be silenced. A display of force and a warning are all we need. She is not a fool and will realize the Templar Order no longer protects her. I kind of like Josephine. Make other clerics' voice bigger.
At your service.
So, let's do that. Oh, we were gonna do this too. Which I want Josephine to do. So that's not going to be possible right now. Let's see what this one says. A page from Travels of a Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands. A place of vineyards, and gilded marble estates the locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Valrio. A note is written at the bottom of the page. Comte de Mur and Marquise Courtemans, both spending money like water, which to pursue. So we can only do Liliana right now because Cullen's not in on it. We have agents in place near Courtemans now. We can infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice. Is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first. Let's do this one.
Let's see what we have.
Only have Liliana. Now my computer did something very weird, so I'm gonna have to fix it. Give me a second. Okay. Let's go back to Ferelden. See if we can find one for Cullen. Improve stability. The Inquisitor's efforts to close the Fade Rifts has increased stability in various regions across Thedas. However, demons sometimes remain. Having wandered from the site of the original rifts, the Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid in dealing with this problem. Our soldiers can do sweeps of areas formerly containing Fade Rifts and eliminate any demons. Sounds good.
All
You
right.
do that, Cullen. You also have that one and this one. We'll do those later. Okay. So I think this is where I'm going to end it for this one. I'm going to put this one and the next one out at the same time because I do want to do the next story quest. But I wanted to make sure I talked to everyone before I did all that and everything. So this one I know is going to be shorter. I don't know how long exactly it's going to be, but this one's going to be shorter. And then the next one will be a little bit longer. Like as much as the one that we got the mages from. So I hope that's okay, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a very wonderful day. Our chick looks so weird in the shadow. It's like her blush is way too intense. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and share if you want, and bye for now.